So, good morning and good evening. We'll begin with our mindfulness session. Not that our session will be full of mindfulness, but it's an aspiration, a step in the direction of inculcating more mindfulness. Now that I have realized the importance of being present, I want to walk towards more mindfulness. Now that I've seen the chatter, the non-stop noises, past, present, mostly past, future in my head, the unnecessary, the useless chaos that is always in my head. Now that I've realized its presence, I've recognized its presence, then starts my movement towards asking, inculcating more silence, more stillness in my being. So asking for grace. Without grace, nothing would happen. The lower mind would not stop. And maybe it never does. Maybe I just need to focus somewhere so solidly that it doesn't bother me anymore. I'll have to stop hearing the chatter. So invoking the Mother and Sri Aurobindo's presence as we start this short meditation session. Starting off with a small prayer where Mother says that Supreme Lord, teach us to be silent so that in silence we may receive Thy force and understand Thy will. So today we will start with what is known as Anapana Meditation. Anapana Sati, it's what it's called, I think, in Pali. And it's basically, to develop more Shamta meditation, that is towards more stillness of the mind. Because if we have not yet learned how to still our mind, like a child, say, especially, when the kids are eating, we want them to be stable, right? We say, don't run, don't jump, sit calmly and eat. And if they're running around, we feel this is not right, this is not right. So that control over one's senses, over one's activities and action, the Shamta meditation is there to develop that stillness. And Anapana is the in-breath and out-breath. Ana, I believe, is the inhalation. Pana, I believe, is the out-breath. So in this very simple meditation taught by the Buddha, that is usually done before Vipassana to stabilize the mind, we are asked to focus on the breath. So I will be now putting on a video by Goenkaji, and he'll be guiding us through this meditation. And the instructions are very simple. And just aspiring that we are able to do it with all sincerity. A short practice, but at least we learn the basics and we can continue that in our own times. Sharing the video now.
Now let us practice Anapana for about 10 minutes. Practice Anapana. Sit comfortably comfortably in any posture that suits you. Keep your back and your neck straight. Keep your eyes gently closed. Those who wear spectacles should take off their spectacles during meditation period. Keep your mouth gently closed and focus your entire attention on the area at the entrance of the nostrils. The area at the entrance of the nostrils. And remain aware of every breath coming in, every breath going out. Natural breath, normal breath, as it is, as it is. If it is long, it is long. If it is short, it is short. Passing through left nostril. Passing through right nostril. Or through both the nostrils, both the nostrils. Just remain aware, do nothing. Just remain aware. Alert, attentive, vigilant, remain alert, attentive, vigilant, constantly aware of the breath, the incoming breath, the outgoing breath, incoming breath, outgoing breath. keep your attention steadfastly fixed on this area, the entrance of the nostrils, like a gatekeeper, like a watchman, aware of every breath entering the nostrils, aware of every breath moving out of the nostrils, alert, attentive, vigilant. Incoming breath, outgoing breath, natural breath, pure breath, nothing but breath. Kavatu sabda mangalam, kavatu sabda mangalam, bhavatu sabda mangalam.
So that was some basic guidelines by Sri Goenka, in which he tells us how the Anapana meditation needs to be done. It's really simple, can be done any time, no matter where we are. We always are breathing till we are alive, so we have everything we need to do this meditation. And now we can practice this for another maybe 10 minutes. Any questions about the practice?
Yeah, Taru, I have a question. See, when we breathe in, I'm fully aware that breath is going in. But when it comes out, I'm not able to be present. I don't know where I am also. I was just searching, but I just get lost.
When you breathe in,
Mm.
where is your focus? Do you
When
go
I
in
breathe
with
in,
the breath or you stay
yeah.
here? Yeah,
No,
don't
I
go
go
in.
in.
Don't go in.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
then you get lost. Especially it is said that when we are doing the out breath, because then
Uh,
the focus is going out, we go out with the breath.
okay.
So there is, when they say in and out, sometimes they say go in fully and go out, but the
Mm,
more easier is to just stay here. So he said this area where the
okay.
breath is going. So my attention does not move from there. So my
Oh,
attention is here, like he said, like a watchman, right? So
yeah.
I'm not, the watchman doesn't go in with everybody who goes in, right? His job is to just stay at the door. So this is the door through which the breath is going in and out. So my attention stays here in this section. So all I see is okay, in and then okay, it's going out, in and it's going out. They say not to count, don't not to chant anything while you're doing it. But I have seen initially it helped me to count because then it would help me focus. And once I see the focus is there, then I would leave it. So just staying here as much as possible and just
Okay.
watching it without it. See, it's a very simple thing. It doesn't need any manipulations or very right strict guidelines. So with the relaxed and a happy mind, all I am doing is to just be present to my breath, my prana, my life energy. It is beautiful, it is important. It's not, and yet we feel bored, right? Or we feel, what am I doing? And yet it could be one of the most important things I am doing in a day, paying attention to the breath. And one more thing, since you had asked, which helps me is that before I start, I just have a small dialogue with myself. It's like just to tell myself, we are not here for daydreaming. We are not sitting for procrastinating, right? We have a purpose right now for say the next 20, 30, 1 hour, depending on how long I'm dedicating for that practice. That don't think we are just doing nothing. I'm doing something important, and this is my aim or goal for the next duration of time. So I first have this small conversation to make sure that we are all on the same page, the mind, the body, that, and it's funny, right, that we have to do this. And yet there are so many parts of us wanting to do so many different things, so many distractions. The moment we'll sit, some important thing would come that, oh my God, I haven't done it. But if I haven't done it in the last 1 hour before I was sitting, it can wait another 15 minutes, right? Although it would make us feel that it can't. So to persevere that feeling, to basically still be still, even if something feels really urgent, that is part of the practice.
So beautiful. So anything can wait
Yeah,
for some more.
everything must wait. Right? Like initially we always, used to do before when we would practice, we would basically say that right now, say for the next 10 minutes, I am nobody, right? Like I am not this title, this name, this relationship. So if I am a nobody, then I don't have any chores, I don't have any responsibility, I don't have a past, I don't have a future, right? So right now I am that nobody who's just focusing on, say, my breath. So then, if I actually believe this for say 10 minutes, then those 10 minutes I cannot entertain any thought because that's not my thought. So, something of that sort, if it helps in more concentration, right? And we all have to find our own ways. Maybe somebody doesn't even need it. But if one needs it, if one sees that, I keep getting lost, then one has to sit with themselves, like say one does with the child, right? Okay, what will make you happy? What will make you sit? Kind of a thing. So we have that conversation, which helps us, I feel, I don't know, somewhere it's more sincere because the dialogue has happened. Did remember we have to be sincere now, that kind of a thing. It's not a superficial, okay, I'm just sitting and I'll go with the flow. There is this, how that aspiration has been put, that sankalpa has been put, that right now this is what I'm going to do. And then after the period is over, I'm free to choose whatever I do. But I can negotiate for small durations of time in the beginning, right? From
Yeah,
my very important mind activities, I can request for that time. Yeah.
sure. This time I'll try here.
Okay, so for the next 5 minutes, I won't be putting any background music, no entertainment. We'll
Yeah.
just sit and do Anapana. Yes, let's start. If we bend our neck very slightly downwards, we feel the breath more prominently. So we can also try bending the neck down, and then we feel the breath, and it helps us to focus better. So we'll end this short practice here for today. But this is just a guideline. Whenever we get any empty pockets of time, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, traffic jams, cooking, waiting for something to be done, even with eyes open, I can just focus on the breath and it immediately brings me to the present moment. So right now, if I have 0 present moments in my day when I'm with the body actually at this time, at least I'll have 5, at least I'll have 10. So this is how we begin. As we do this more and more, there are less distractions that capture our attention and it helps us stabilize ourselves. But we have to want to do it. It won't happen naturally that yes, now I know I'll do it. Initially, I have to remind myself that yes, I have to do it, I have to do it. So we'll end it here today. Thanking Grace, thanking Divine for the body, for the mind, for myself to have this aspiration for stillness, for mindfulness, and how my being can support me. I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Taru. Thanks a lot.
Mhm.